Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to know, how does Bitcoin work? Bitcoin for beginners. Let's get right into it. Bitcoin is more than just a cryptocurrency that investors hold in the hope of seeing its value rise. A cryptocurrency is supported by an entire ecosystem. There are many of these ecosystems operating on the internet today, but because Bitcoin was the first, understanding what makes it work and how it works is critical. The Bitcoin blockchain is a database of encrypted transactions that are validated by peers. This is how it works. The blockchain is distributed across multiple computers and systems within the network rather than being stored in a single location. These systems are referred to as nodes. Every node has a copy of the blockchain, and each copy is updated whenever the blockchain is validated. The blockchain is made up of blocks that store information about transactions, previous blocks, addresses, and the code that executes transactions and runs the blockchain. To comprehend the blockchain, it is necessary to first comprehend blocks. When a block on the blockchain is opened, the blockchain creates the block hash, a 256-bit number. Queued transactions are added to the block is closed, and the hash is generated by the blockchain. Because each block contains information from previous blocks, the blockchain cannot be changed because each one is chained to the one before it. Mining is a process that validates and opens blocks. Then there's mining. The process of validating transactions and creating a new block on the blockchain is known as mining. Mining is carried out by software applications that run on computers or machines that are specifically designed for mining and are known as application-specific integrated circuits. The hash is the primary focus of mining software and machines. They are attempting to generate a number that corresponds to the block hash. The programs generate a hash at random and attempt to match it with the block hash, using the nonce as a variable number that increases with each guess. The hash rate of a miner is the number of hashes it can generate per second. Hashes are generated by mining programs all over the network. The miners compete to see who can solve the hash first. The winner gets the Bitcoin reward, a new blockchain is created, and the process is repeated for the next set of transactions. There's also halving. In Bitcoin mining, halving is an important concept. Initially, the mining reward for solving the hash was 50 BTC. The reward is cut in half every 4 years, or every 210,000 blocks. The final Bitcoin is expected to be mined around 2,140. At that point, all 21 million Bitcoins will have been mined, and miners will rely solely on fees to keep the network running. A common question from those new to Bitcoin is, I've purchased a Bitcoin, now where is it? The simplest way to grasp this is to imagine the Bitcoin blockchain as a community bank that holds everyone's money. A wallet, which is similar to your bank's mobile application, is used to view your balance. If you're like most people nowadays, you rarely use cash and never see the money in your checking account. Instead, you use credit and debit cards as tools for accessing and using your money. A wallet and keys are used to gain access to your Bitcoin. So, how does a transaction work? When you send or receive Bitcoin, you are engaging in a Bitcoin transaction. To send a coin, you must first enter the receiver's address into your wallet application, then enter your private key and agree to the transaction fee. Then press the button that corresponds to send. The receiver must wait for the transaction to be verified by the mining network, which can take up to 30 minutes due to transactions being queued in a mining queue known as the mempool. The mempool is where transactions that are awaiting verification are stored. The network confirms a block of transactions every 10 minutes on average, but not all new transactions are included in the newly created block. This is due to the fact that blocks can only hold a limited amount of information, and that each transaction incurs a mining fee. To be processed, transactions must meet the minimum transaction fee threshold, and the transactions with the highest fee are processed first. Because Bitcoin is so popular, the demand for transactions has increased, allowing or requiring miners to charge higher fees. Transaction fees were introduced to encourage people to become network nodes and miners. Bitcoin mining is also costly, so fees help to cover the cost of the equipment and electricity used. When the fee is paid, the transaction is moved to a block and processed. Once the block's transaction information has been validated by miners, the block is closed and all recipients receive their Bitcoin. Both wallets show their respective balances and the subsequent transactions are processed. The Bitcoin blockchain and network are made up of many components, but understanding them all is not required to use this new currency technology. You only need to know that you use a wallet to send, receive, and store your Bitcoin keys. For security, you should also use a cold storage method because non-custodial wallets can be hacked. To summarize, Bitcoin was created as a payment method for everyone, rather than a means of making money. Some people, however, use it as an investment. This is extremely risky and should only be attempted after consulting with a professional financial advisor about your financial situation. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.